Hello, Madame Pelicot. I would so much want to express my profound gratitude and admiration for your courage, your strength, and your voice. You may never know the full extent of it, but your decision to come forward as a victim of horrific abuse has changed lives, has changed countless lives in ways that words alone cannot fully capture. I am a therapist and I have worked with many survivors who struggle. Your bravery in sharing your story pierced the silence that I find often surrounds this subject, a silence that can be almost as painful as the trauma itself. This sort of abuse has a way of isolating its victims, creating this wall of shame, fear, and self-doubt that feels like impenetrable. For so many, it becomes a secret that they carry in solitude, one that convinces them they are utterly alone in their experience. But then, Madame Pelicot, there was you. You stood up in the face of that silence, not only for yourself, but for others. I can't imagine the courage it took. And you can't imagine the impact that your actions have had. The way you showed up in court reached into those isolating shadows where so many women and men have been hiding. And your brave boldness said, "You are not alone." That message is powerful beyond measure. By naming your pain and by claiming your truth, you gave permission for others to do the same. You showed that strength isn't about pretending nothing happened. It's about acknowledging what did and refusing to let it define you. Do you know what else you've done, Madame Pelicot? You shattered the myth that the shame belongs to the victim. You've reminded the world that the shame rests solely on the shoulders of those who commit these acts, not those that survive them. Your courage has been a lifeline. Because of you, countless women have felt a little less alone, a little less afraid, and a little more seen. They found their own strength in yours. For some, it may have been the first time they dared to whisper their truth, even to themselves. For others, it may have been the push they needed to seek support, to tell their own stories, or to begin the long journey of healing. Madame Pelicot, you have transformed your pain into a gift for the world. It is a gift of connection, of solidarity, of hope. You have reduced the loneliness that violating and intrusive abuse so often imposes, transforming it into something no survivor should ever have to feel. Because in speaking out, you have built a community of shared understanding. I would imagine that there were moments where this path felt unbearable. The weight of reliving your trauma, the vulnerability of being so open, the uncertainty of how others would respond. I would imagine it took a strength that few could comprehend. Yet you walked this path with determination, not only for yourself, but for the countless others who couldn't yet find their voice. Please know this: your courage has changed the world. You've made it safer, kinder, and more compassionate for survivors of abuse. You've ignited conversations that were long overdue, and you've created ripples of healing that will extend far beyond anything we can see today. For this and for so much more, I thank you. Merci. I honor you, and I hold deep gratitude for your bravery, which has shown us all that even in our darkest moments, there is the possibility of light if we dare reach for it. You have made this world a little less lonely for many around the world. Thank you so much. With love, respect, and admiration. Merci.